in that triple jump competition. But back to the track, the women's 800 meters T11. So all the runners here will be going with guides. The visually impaired category, this is the most complete of those categories as far as visual impairness goes, and all the runners will run with a blindfold. As you can see from the Angolan there, he'll go in lane 1, Befilia BUYA with her guide Eduardo Chimboto. In lane 3, it'll be the lady who's won silver already in the 1500 meters at these championships, and silver in this competition back in 2011 and silver in 2013 as well. That lady there, Maritza ARANGO BUITRAGO. 2:18.91, a lifetime best set this year. Jonathan Davis Sanchez Gonzalez, her guide, out further in lane 5, gold in the 1500 meters already. Zheng ZHENG with Jin ZHENG. She'll be very tough to beat, as will the Brazilian who goes from lane 7, Renata BAZONE TEIXEIRA. Bronze in the 1500 meters. Can she go 2 better in this? Fernando Ribeiro Jr., her guide. Championship record set 2 years ago in Lyon by a lady who's not here, from Italy, Annalisa Minetti. World record from Chasey Hinton of Great Britain, set way back in 2003. Always tough to get a spot in the final, of course, because you have to be a first place through or a quickest loser when it comes to your heats. So here we go. They are underway and already dropping towards the back. It's the Angolan Befilia BUYA in lane 1. Out in front, it's Colombia's Maritza ARANGO BUITRAGO in 2nd place, and in 1st place. What a surprise in these championships. We've seen it again. Zheng ZHENG of China, who is in 1st place, and now dropping to the back of the field, it is Renata BAZONE TEIXEIRA of Brazil, but it is Zheng ZHENG of China who's out in front. Gold medalist over the 1500. Can she do the double over 8 and 15? She's opened up a gap already of around 5 or 6 meters as they head into the home straight for the first time of 2 in this 800 meter race. Staying behind around 10 or so meters back, it's Maritza ARANGO BUITRAGO. She was silver at the last 2 championships in 2011 and 2013. Will she do a triple and take silver again as they take the bell to go through with 400 meters remaining, 1:05.67 that lap there. So we could be on course for a new championship record that was only set 2 years ago. It's Zheng ZHENG who's out in front. Gold over 1500. She's out to about 15 meters at the moment over the Colombian of Maritza ARANGO BUITRAGO and her guide Sanchez Gonzalez. They're really trying to push through, but she's looking very fluid at the moment. Here's the Chinese athlete in Zheng ZHENG. Zhen Yubu is guiding her very, very well, but there is now a race on because here comes Maritza ARANGO BUITRAGO. She's not content with silver. She's had it at the last 2 championships. She wants gold in this one. It is a race in 2 as Brazil's Renata BAZONE TEIXEIRA moves into 3rd place, but out in front it is Zheng ZHENG who is being caught at the moment. She is going to lose that lead as they come into the last 100 meters. The battle is really on, and ARANGO BUITRAGO's guide Sanchez Gonzalez is really trying. Oh, there's been a fall. Zheng ZHENG has gone down with 100 meters to go. She gets up, but this race is going to be over because the Colombian duo are out in front. But here come Brazil. It's a race that's on with 20 meters to go. Brazil are coming home. BAZONE TEIXEIRA, can she get there? But she's struggling. Maritza ARANGO BUITRAGO, she's getting across the line. She's just got across the line. Well, that is very tight indeed. And she goes down as she goes over the line. They're looking for medical attention. She's in all sorts of trouble, but she's taken the gold medal by the slimmest of margins. That was absolutely incredible. And how many times have we seen that in the heat here in Doha in these championships? Maritza ARANGO BUITRAGO, you'd have thought with 400 to go that it was going to be Zheng ZHENG's race, but she went down in the last 100 meters. She got back up, she got home, she finished, but she didn't get in the top 2. 2:23.64 is the time. It was on course, Zheng ZHENG. She was on course for a new championship record, but it didn't come. 2:23.64 is the winning time for Maritza ARANGO BUITRAGO.
I think we're going to have to wait there. I'm no expert in these visually impaired classes, but I thought that perhaps the guide helped her across the line there for that first place. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. But the Chinese athlete falling very, very heavily with only 90 meters remaining. We'll wait to see how she is. She seems to be walking around the finish line area. She seems to be okay at the moment. But here we are at the start of the race. ZHENG led from the front most of the race, and here we see...
Just have a look here at ZHENG.
The Colombian.
She knows she's in trouble. The Colombian's coming around the outside. She's in trouble as well. They're both in trouble at this point. ZHENG on the inside there. She looks as if she's okay. The guide's talking to her. Maritza, ARANGO, BUITRAGO comes around the outside. She is really struggling. There is the fall there. She goes down. She hits her head on the ground as well. That must really have hurt ZHENG. Jin ZHENG does his best to get her up. Now, this is what we want to see at the end here. She's holding on to him to get across the line, so we may be looking at a disqualification. She's holding on to his arm there. He's holding up. She would have gone down, there's no doubt about that. Holding on to the arm. Down the outside, we can see Renata, BAZONE, TEIXEIRA, who's coming hard down the outside, but we may well be looking at something else happening in this competition. She's just got across the line in the end. Maritza, ARANGO, BUITRAGO, but that at the moment is unofficial as to whether she has won the race. We may have a disqualification when the judges have looked at this. She falls as she goes across the line. But this has been absolutely high drama in these championships, in the 800, the 1500, and also the 5,000 metre races. If you're looking on as a neutral and as a spectator, you can't ask for more, but the athletes have worked ever so hard in this race.